Good day, everyone. My name is Nathalia Rauita. Together with Francis Salivio and Patrick Sinaguinan, we have chosen to present the last psychological principle, standards and assessment. It states that setting appropriately high and challenging standards and assessing the learner as well as learning progress, including diagnostic, process, and outcome assessment, are integral parts of the learning process.
Standard and assessment play an integral role in both teaching and learning. So first is standards. Standards provide educators with a blueprint for what students should know and be able to do in each grade level. They ensure that all students are held to the same high expectations and that curriculum is consistent across schools. By following established standards, teachers can plan and implement effective instruction that is aligned with the desired outcomes. So, assessment on the other hand, allows educators to determine the extent to which students have mastered the standards. It provides valuable feedback on both student and teacher's performance, highlighting areas of strength and need improvement. So, assessment come in many forms such as tests, quizzes, projects, portfolios, and also serve different purposes like diagnostic, formative, and summative. Also, they not only measure student growth but also drive instructional decisions as teachers adjust their teaching strategies based on assessment results to ensure that all students are making progress towards meeting the standards. Moreover, standards and assessments are essential in promoting equity and fostering accountability in education. Standards ensure that all students, regardless of their background or location, have access to the quality education that prepares them for success in their lives. Assessment provide data that allows educators and policymakers to monitor student achievement and hold schools accountable for their results. And so, by aligning teaching with standards and using assessment to guide instruction, teachers can provide equal opportunities for all students and help close the achievement gap.
Employing good standards and assessment can drastically affect the learner's educational status. This can either motivate the learner or can negatively affect them. As evidence, there are theories that provide a foundation on the principle of standards and assessment. Primarily, we have the theory of multiple intelligence by Howard Gardner. Teachers are guided by this theory and employing a variety of assessment methods, including projects, presentations, written tasks, and practical applications to enable students demonstrate their comprehension in ways that is aligned with their intelligence. Because if students feel that they can accomplish the task with great mastery, then their motivation to learn will further increase. Furthermore, the philosophy of experiential learning reinforces the significance of quality standards and assessment. Whereas to motivate the learners to achieve metacognition, they must be engaged with practical applications. Hence, learners will employ their maximum knowledge in accomplishing the task. In connection, a framework of Bloom's taxonomy can be weaponized by the teachers in designing their standards and assessment to ensure the desired learning outcomes and development of learners are attained.
There are a variety of strategies and approaches that teachers can use to apply the principles of effective assessment in their teaching and learning. First, use standards to guide instruction. Teachers can use standards to identify the essential knowledge and skills that students need to learn. Second, use formative assessment to monitor student progress. Teachers can use formative assessment to check students' understanding throughout the learning process. Third, use summative assessment to measure student achievement. Teachers can use summative assessment to measure students' achievement at the end of a unit or a course. This information can be used to assign grades and make decisions about student placement. Lastly, use assessment data to inform instruction. Teachers can use assessment data to identify students or who are ready for more challenging work. This information can then be used to differentiate instruction and ensure that all students are learning at their highest level. Standards and assessment are essential components of effective teaching and learning.